Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with picks and parlays, and guess what? We're not just giving out picks, we're also giving out parlays because it's in our name, and they're all kinds of fun. Speaking of fun, we've got the NHL playoffs, which is the most fun hockey you could ever imagine, and we've got this two-game parlay ready to roll with Dan, the Professor Kaiser. Dan, let's start off with the first leg of the parlay. Montreal at Toronto, excuse me. Toronto, big favorites here, minus 213. Total is 5.5 goals. Who do you like, or what's the play?
Yeah, I'm glad playoff hockey's here. I took some time off betting hockey after the trade deadline just to let things sort out. I've started out 6-2 so far in the playoffs.
Nice.
I was I was like 3 minutes away in that second Boston game from being 7-1, but I'll take 6-2. I had a couple puck line plus 150 winners in there also. So yeah, it's been good so far. The first game of this parlay is it's Toronto game. Toronto Montreal. It's the start of this series. It's the last series to get going here. You got two original six teams going at it. It's the first time they met in the playoffs since 1979. The Maple Leafs dominated this series to be this season, finishing at 7-2-1. They're big favorites in here in this game, so I'm going to kind of stay away from that side. I'm looking at the total in this one. If you look at these numbers, Montreal won under 29 times this season with 24 overs. Their games average about 5.7 goals a game. Toronto won under 28 times this season and with 24 overs hitting. They average about just under 6 goals a game. But if you look at these games these teams played over the season, you saw them score 9, 6, 3, 8, 6, 7, and they scored 5 goals 4 times. This total is sitting at 5.5. I like Toronto in this one. I think they just have too much offense for this Montreal team. Montreal will get a goal here or there, but I see Toronto pouring it on at home. So even though the numbers kind of say take the under, I'm going to go the opposite and take the over in this one.
All right, taking the over in Montreal at Toronto. I always mess that up. Going to the next leg of the parlay, headed to Minnesota, where the Golden Knights and the Wild are tied at a game apiece heading into Game 3. We've got the Wild minus 105, Vegas minus 115 on the money line. Total is 5.5 goals. Dan, who do you like, or what's the play?
Yeah, Minnesota. I mean, they stole the first game in Vegas, 1-0 in overtime. If you watch that game, Vegas dominated the first period in shots. Like I think they outshot them like 19-3 or something, and just couldn't find the back of the net. They came back in game 2 to win 3-1. I was on Vegas in that one on the puck line. You look at this game, and everything says Wild. They had the 5th best record at home at 21-5-2. Vegas has only won twice in Minnesota in the last 4 seasons. The Wild are 6-0-2 versus the Golden Knights in St. Paul. This season, Minnesota's won 5 out of the 8 games they played against each other. So, everything points Minnesota. But my thing is, Minnesota took them 60 minutes to score a goal in the first one. They went almost a period and a half before they scored it in the second game. They're just not scoring. And, Vegas goaltenders have shown in the past that they can stand on their head. I just think Vegas has a little bit more offense in this one, and I'm gonna take the Knights to take home ice back and win Game 1 in Minnesota.
Yeah, all right. That's going to do it for our 2-game parlay in hockey, taking the over in the Maple Leafs game and then the Golden Knights on the money line. Great stuff from Dan Kaiser as always. Dan, thanks for joining us. All right, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to be notified every time we post a new video or go live, just hit that bell and turn on notifications.